things. If you are a ranker and you show a bad attitude in work, doesn't really matter. They'll still throw you out of the job. Then I believe if you are constantly doing hard work, you will eventually become lucky. And there is a surprise. So I don't know, a lot of people don't watch the video fully. So if you have come till here and watch this video, so this answer is to you. Hi guys, what's up? Hope you're doing good, and I'm back with another video. Today's video is a Q&A session. I've picked up the most frequently asked questions by students and tried to answer all of them. So without wasting any time, let's get into the video. Okay, there you go with the very first question, and it's a very common question. Sir, I have not yet started a plan. When are you actually about to start a plan? September, October, one day before the exam. Okay, sir, I did not make a study plan yet. Help us with a plan. All of you who are new to the channel and all of you who have not yet started a plan, I've put enough number of planning ideas on the channel. Please check them out. Chapter wise weightages, and for final, for inter, and also even how to plan for 3 months before. So now that 1 month is elapsed, I want you to watch that video and adopt it for 2 months, customize it. We can't make an individual plan that suits or helps everybody, so just try and make that effort by yourself, and then make sure that you cover at least 2 or 3 subjects a day. That's a very key part of your planning, because doing one subject will make it monotonous. So yeah, there are the videos, the list of them are given. Please go through the channel completely and you will find everything of that. Let's move on to the next question. Yes, this is for all those people who are having this thought about articleship in their mind. I'm doing articleship, it's almost over for 1 year or 2 years, and I've done only audit or only tax. And is it enough? See, this question is very skeptical and one-dimensional, because this totally depends on what you want to do after qualification. Now, if you want to settle in the stream of audit, doing audit for 3 years, nothing like that, you gain so much exposure. So is the case with tax. So this pretty much is what you want to do, plus the firm in which you're doing articles and what they are letting you get exposed to. Now, if you want to do audits later and you are now doing only tax, then it's not going to help. So if you're in a mid-sized firm, you sometimes get exposed to multiple areas. If you're in a big four, you get exposed to only one area, maybe. This all depends on the firm and your connect with the partner as well. So there are multiple factors. But as I said, if your choice, now like say I want to practice in audit, I can show you some options. If you are choosing only audit, then stat audits, internal audits, risk management, advisory services, then controls on setting up standard operating procedures. Lots of work can be done in the stream of audit. So is the case with tax. Again, you want to do something in direct tax or indirect tax, you can choose and accordingly stretch. And if you want to be in practice, my suggestion is choose a firm which gets you an exposure to all of these, so that it will also help you in the later part of your practice. Okay, so moving on to the next question. What's a good time to start CA final coaching? In which year of articleship? It's a good thing to know this. A lot of people are getting very excited nowadays after joining articles, and either they are ignoring final coaching, and then I have a category of people who are very early, like immediately after joining articleship they are also taking a final coaching. Now both are quite dangerous. So if you get deep into articleship and forget about coaching, then it will be problem for your CA final. Same way, if you take the coaching too early, that's also not going to help. Some people are not understanding that. So what I suggest is you have to balance both, wherein probably what I did is leave 1 year completely for your practical understanding, learn, do some work, get to the understanding of all that, and then probably 1 year, 2 months, then have a schedule, plan it properly. Nowadays the classes are going longer, so start with subjects like FR, SFM, SCA, the ones which take long time, and then plan for law, and then plan for taxes, which closer to your attempt, so that the relevant provisions are there later, you don't have to sit and read amendments. And then lastly, you can plan your audit, because nothing much is going to change there, and also your optional subject accordingly. So I think that's how you should plan for your CA final. Let's move on to the next question now. Okay, the next question is a very public favorite, I can say, most frequently asked. What is it? So, do attempts really matter? Now, everybody has a different opinion on this, but practically, I don't think so. Attempts don't matter, because I've seen people who qualify IPCC or Inter with 4 or 5 attempts and then finish final in just one attempt, and vice versa also happens. They clear their Inter in their first attempt, take 4 or 5 attempts, they final. So anyway, when you qualify, if you are qualifying in your very first attempt, you qualify young. Not only that, it gives you a time to explore things. That's a good thing about qualifying fast. If you have taken multiple attempts, I don't think it's really a problem, because what practical world looks at is your approach and your attitude towards things. If you are a ranker and you show a bad attitude in work, doesn't really matter, they'll still throw you out of the job. So if you're aspiring to do a job or start a practice, like I said, now work hard and finish faster, so that it gives you a lot of time for you to explore various fields and then take a call and settle down. Personally, I don't think attempts really matter. Yeah, now I know people generally will ask this question, how many attempts did you take? So yeah, I finished, back then was CPT. So CPT in my first attempt with an All India 29th rank. Then CA IPCC or PCC, it was called back then, my first attempt, and I took 2 attempts for my CA final. So that sums up the purpose, and I'm doing pretty fine, or you can say what, I'm happy. So it doesn't matter, do it, that's the point. You started something, so you should make sure that you do it well and finish it off. Attempts don't really matter. Let's move on to the next. Known question, how many degrees do you have? Practicing chartered accountant, as you all know, and then I'm also a qualified cost accountant. What you don't know is that I'm also a part qualified company secretary. I didn't finish my final, I left it abruptly, and I've answered this on Instagram so many times, but a lot of new users, so they've asked this. And I do have an advanced diploma in management accounting from CIMA London, and a lot of life experiences. That's the biggest degree that I have. So yeah, degrees, do they really matter? Maybe if you really want them to have. I forgot to tell you, I also have a BCom from one of the most prominent universities, the Usmania University. Chalo, anyways, those are all my degrees. If you want, you can go and check the about page. There is a lot more about me that you would find there. Then moving on to the next question. Okay, that has come. My favorite question is this: does luck matter in CA exams, even when we do a lot of hard work? Now we all know that we do a lot of hard work. We know this. People do really spend time, make schedules. The ones who are casual, I'm not talking about them, but there are a lot of people who really take all of this very seriously and do it. Do you still think luck matters? I'm not going to give you a straight answer, because I'm no judge. But then I believe if you are constantly doing hard work, you will eventually become lucky. I think that is the best way to put this up. But I believe a different equation. 95% of hard work and a 5% of very healthy fear makes a lot of sense. You should have a little bit of fear, not too much, because too much fear can bring negativity or pressure. But I want you to have a healthy fear. I made a video on that in the past, on how to use fear healthily, because that fear will always keep you going. So I think that should be the equation. You put that 95% of hard work with this fear, I believe eventually you will get lucky. So don't worry about that. Yes, no, whatever be the answer, luck is an invisible factor. So that invisible factor, whatever name you give to it, be it luck sometimes, or some people who believe in God give it the name of blessing. Some people who don't believe, they say I'm not lucky. So we're not judging on that. Do the requisite hard work, eventually you will get lucky. That's the only thing that I can tell you now. Okay, so moving on to the next question. When did you start teaching? Why did you choose it over practice or employment? Choose it over practice or employment? No, I didn't choose it over, because I'm still a practicing chartered accountant. I have a limited clientele and I keep it limited so that I can give the time that I have apart from teaching to them. And most of them are very well known to me, friends of friends, so no big pressures from practice. So I have a very limited, restricted, decent practice. But yes, I do spend most of my time teaching. Back then, I think 2012 is when I started teaching. And let me be honest with you, after my first batch, I really fell in love with teaching, and then there is no looking back. When people come back and say that you kind of make a difference in their life somewhat by inspiring them, small or big manner, there is no bigger satisfaction than that. I recently did a podcast on all of this, my life before, after, and of course beyond that, what do I do. So if you haven't listened, that's the previous video only, so go and check out that. Moving on. Okay, these are questions from some students. Sir, how to get away from sleep? Then Lavanya is asking tips to study consistently for long hours, and Miral Shah's question is please help us overcome distractions. Now, why did I choose only these three questions? Because there are so many questions like this for which we have already made a self-improvement series exactly answering your question. See, the one avoiding sleep, how to stay focused consistently with no distractions, and how to begin with end in mind, and lot more is going to come up to the self-improvement series. So please, if you haven't watched them, go watch them. They are of a lot of help. Already a lot of people have told positive things about how things have changed after they started implementing what are there in the videos. So I do think you should, all of you should try and just listen it once and then see if it works for you. I hope it does, and then do try and let me know how did it help you. Then some tips on paper presentation, SW_EXO. Okay, that's the handle from where I got the question. But this is also a common question on paper presentation. For final, for intermediate, detailed strategies and case study based questions, I did a lot of videos and put up before this one, but I don't know why people don't reach out to those. If you are new, please scroll through all the old videos. You will find answers to a lot of them, and do share it with others also. I mean, they are good when you can share them, and you're not really doing any favor to anybody. It's all about just sharing good things. So yeah, those of you who haven't watched this about audit, one of my students scored 86. So how did he score? What is a better paper presentation pattern? All those I've already explained. So do take a look at those videos as well. And moving on, will you conduct a revision session before the exam? One day before the exam. Okay, so back in time I used to do one day before exam revisions. So what do you think should be the answer? And there is a surprise. So I don't know, a lot of people don't watch the video fully. So if you have come till here and watch this video, so this answer is to you, and it's a big yes. We are going to do one day before exam revision sessions, planned pretty much well, both for audit, ITSM, EASSM, everything is planned. And not just that, before even going there, I've planned a company audit revision session, CARO revision session, lined up. Schedules will come to you. Do stay tuned. So people, like I said, they don't watch the whole video. So if you did, you've come till here, then make a note of this. And yeah, do one thing. Hit the bell icon and keep, because there's a latest YouTube update that happened in the recent times, and complaints are that many people are not getting the notifications of newly updated videos. So just turn on and turn off, I mean the opposite, turn off and turn it on again. I hope it works. And make sure that if you're getting notifications, if you got the notification of this video, nothing like that, but if you didn't and then later you found it, so please do make the requisite arrangement. The lot of non-subscribed people who watch, 60% of the people who watch the channel are not subscribed to us. Again, up to you to subscribe, but then if you do, lot of good stuff that comes, you don't have to come back to the channel or miss it. A notification will come, all that you want, you can always swipe it across if you don't want to watch it. So yeah, lot of things are planned. Soon schedules will be released on the community part, where we'll put up when what will come. So interactive sessions are going to happen one-to-one. I didn't do a Q&A live because there'll be too many questions. Maybe we will do a live Q&A also very soon. So stay tuned to the channel. That is good enough. That will help you know when what is coming in. And like I said, if you have friends who are still not aware of that a channel exists, do share it with them. I will see you soon with my next video. Bye guys.